From the Mullet Center in Amherst, Massachusetts, you are listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. This is the pregame show of the Atlantic 10 Conference Opener. Nathan Solomon here today, ready to bring you all of today's action between the St. Bonaventure Bonnies and the defending Atlantic 10 champion UMass Minutewomen. Just 2 days ago, the St. Bonaventure Bonnies returned off of their Christmas break at home, and they played a very competitive game with the Buffalo Bulls. They led by one at halftime. They trailed by just one after three quarters before eventually falling to the Bulls on Thursday, 58-49 in that one. Yaya Lopes led St. Bonaventure with 15 points in that game. Nadeshka Lassine scored 10 points, but as Coach Jesse Fleming said after Thursday's game, now everything is 0-0. It is a complete fresh slate, and the Bonnies are ready now for the 16-game Atlantic 10 schedule beginning here in just minutes from Massachusetts. As I mentioned, the Minutewomen are fresh off of an Atlantic 10 tournament championship here in 2022. They went into the tournament last year as the number 3 seed, emerged from that tournament under Coach Tori Verdi, and they made the NCAA tournament, and this year they return as the unanimous number 1 preseason favorite in the Atlantic 10 Conference. So not an easy draw whatsoever for the St. Bonaventure squad to open up Atlantic 10 play, but they're looking to pull off an upset here on the road and return home with a 1-0 Atlantic 10 record. So St. Bonaventure 3-12 here on the season. We do have starters here available so far. For St. Bonaventure, it is going to be the same starters that we saw on Thursday. That'll be Kira Dandridge, Taylor Napper, Nick Oppenheimer, Nadeshka Lassine, and Yaya Lopes. So no Tiana Johnson and no Maddie Diskowski in the starting lineup. They're both kind of day-to-day to right now. They had hoped maybe that they will be able to play here Saturday against UMass, so we will see if they will be available off of the bench, but no Diskowski or Tiana Johnson in the starting lineup. And for UMass, it will be Sydney Taylor, Bernaya Mayo, Destiny Philoxy, and Angelique Ngakalandandi, and Sam Breen, the Atlantic 10 Player of the Year, rounding out the starting five for the Minutewomen. Sam Breen averaging 19 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds, shooting 48% from the field and 27% from downtown. Another impact player, Sydney Taylor, averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, shooting 41% from the field and 38% from downtown. Now let's take a look at some of the St. Bonaventure stats here and some of their individual players. As we mentioned, it was Yaya Lopes with a big game for St. Bonaventure. She scored St. Bonaventure's first 8 points on Thursday against Buffalo. On the season, Lopes is averaging 11.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, an assist, 38% shooting, 26% shooting from downtown, and 79% from the free throw line, while averaging over 2 blocks per game. Nadeshka Lassine, she's at 8.7 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, just over 3 assists per game, shooting 30% from the field, 29% from downtown, and 77% from the free throw line. Kira Dandridge had 6 points on Thursday. She's at 3.4 points per game, 3.1 rebounds per game, and 0.9 assists from the game. She's shooting 29% from the field and 27% from downtown. Nick Oppenheimer in a little bit of a shooting funk, 14 of her last 59 from the field. She was scoreless the other day against Buffalo. She's averaging 4.8 points per game, 1.2 rebounds, 0.4 assists, shooting 26% from the field, 27% from 3, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And then last but not least, Taylor Napper. She had 11 points against Buffalo. She's averaging 4.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, 0.8 assists, shooting 48% from the field. She knocked down her first three-pointer of the season on Thursday and is 1 for 3, and is 43% from the free throw line. So those are your starters here for each team, and we will go to take a very quick break here in this pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk about what each of these teams need to do here to walk away with victory to open up Atlantic 10 play. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz, and St. Bonaventure women's basketball, where today the St. Bonaventure Bonnies are taking on the UMass Minutewomen in the Atlantic 10 Conference opener. So as we mentioned 2 days ago, St. Bonaventure, they fell to Buffalo at home 58-49 after leading by 1 at the half. And this UMass team, as we said, coming off an Atlantic 10 championships run and are the unanimous favorites to repeat here in the 2022-2023 season. So it will not be an easy game whatsoever for this St. Bonaventure squad. UMass features 5 different scorers here in double figures, led by Sam Breen at nearly 19 points per game. Sydney Taylor averages 17 points per game. Destiny Philoxy averages 13 points per game. Benaiah Mayo averages 12 points per game. Off the bench, McKenna White averages 11 points per game. And last but not least, Angelique Nagala-Kadandi averages 8.3 points per game. So 6 different primary scorers here for this UMass squad will be very difficult for St. Bonaventure to guard. But overall, their defense has been a positive so far this year for Coach Jesse Fleming. In these last several games, they've really been in a 2-3 zone, and it has worked to slow down their opponents. They will need that 2-3 zone to be on point this afternoon against UMass if they want a shot to stay in this game. Obviously, for St. Bonaventure, the big weakness lately has been the offensive production. They have really struggled to surpass 50 points in a game, and Coach Jesse Fleming said he believes his offense is probably bottom 20 in the country when we talked to him on Thursday, and he said he needs to find other ways to get different players involved and to be more efficient on the offensive end. Obviously, probably St. Bonaventure's best team that they have played so far in this season, coming up here today as we are officially in the midpoint of the 2022-2023 season, game number 16 for the Bonnies. But St. Bonaventure, they are going to need to score a lot of points here. They're probably going to need to score somewhere between 65 and 70 points if they want a chance here. And like I mentioned, they are going to need to also slow down UMass there with that 2-3 zone. Like we mentioned, it has shown promise, but there is a lot of importance and influence on that zone being very effective here this afternoon. UMass at 10-3 on the season. They have a 25-point victory over Arizona State in their book. They have they've only lost to they played some very quality opponents throughout the course of this season. They played Tennessee here earlier on, and they played a very competitive game against the Vols, only losing by 9 points to the number 5 team in the country. They've beat Harvard, they've beat UMass Lowell, they've beat Drake, they've beat FIU, they've beat Yale, they've beat Arizona State, they've beat St. Peter's, and they beat Central Connecticut State in the opener, and their losses this season are to Tennessee, Missouri, and Columbia. So 3 very quality teams. This UMass team does not have very many flaws on its schedule, and there will be a very difficult opponent here for the Bonnies this afternoon. So we're just minutes away from game time. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we will come back at 2 o'clock here for the start in the first quarter between St. Bonaventure and UMass, the Atlantic 10 opener here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. From the Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts, welcome to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball here on WSBU 88.3 FM. The buzz today, the St. Bonaventure Bonnies are traveling to UMass in the Atlantic 10 opener. Hello everybody, Nathan Solomon here with all of today's action between the Bonnies and the Minutewomen. UMass, as mentioned in the pregame show, they are 10-3 on this young season, looking for a win to start off their non-conference play, to start off their conference play, and they've shown to be very, very strong. They have a 24-point victory over to Arizona State to its name, and a couple of close contests against Tennessee and Missouri. They won the 2022 Atlantic 10 tournament and are the favorite to repeat again here in 2023. Before St. Bonaventure, they are 3-12. They've lost their last 4 games, but played a very competitive game the other day against Buffalo here on Thursday. They led by 1 at the half. They trailed by just 1 after 3 quarters. But in the end, they ended up falling to the Bulls 58-49, and they finished their non-conference slate here at 3-12. But as Coach Jesse Fleming said after the game, it's a completely new slate. Everything's wiped out. 0-0 now on the card, and St. Bonaventure will look to return back home 1-0 here in Atlantic 10 play. Let's take a look at today's starters here, starting off with the visiting St. Bonaventure Bonnies, and the Deshka Lacine gets to start at the point. Yaya Lopes, Kira Dandridge, Taylor Napper, and Nikki Oppenheimer in the starting 5. So no Tiana Johnson and Maddie Diskowski here in this starting 5. It appears both players are, well, at least Tiana Johnson appears to be in uniform. We will see if she will make an impact here off of the bench. Yaya Lopes leading the team at 11.5 points per game. The Deshka Lacine at 8.7. For UMass, it'll be Sydney Taylor, Destiny Faloxi, Barnaya Mayo, Angelique Nagala Kalandi, and Sam Breen, the Atlantic 10 Player of the Year, getting the start for the Minutewomen. Sam Breen averaging 19 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds, and shooting 48% from the field. Sydney Taylor just behind her at 17.3 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and is shooting the ball 41% from the field. And Destiny Faloxi at 13.3 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and shooting the ball 41% from the field. So here we go. Both teams are taking the court. St. Bonaventure in their road browns with white trim. UMass in their white homes with red trim. The Minutewomen going right to left to start. And the Bonnies are going left to right to start. So here we go. Lopes and Nagala Kalandi are in the center circle for the tip. Won by the Minutewomen, and we are underway here at the Mullins Center as well as for Atlantic 10 action. UMass starting things slow here. Top of the court, over to the wing, Faloxi. Faloxi puts up a 3 over Dandridge and hits. Destiny Faloxi with a 3-pointer to open things up here. UMass takes a 3-0 lead and immediately will press on the St. Bonaventure offense. Lacine gets it across the court to Napper, and Napper hands it back off to Lacine on the near side. Lacine dribbling, setting up the offense here, 15 to shoot. Pick coming left from Napper, uses it. Thinks about it, gets it over to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer thinks about a 3, inside to Napper. Napper layup up and blocked. Gets it back, kicks it back out to Dandridge. 5 to shoot. Dandridge back out to Lacine. Lacine 3 to shoot. Takes a deep 3 off the left side of the rim and rebounded by Sam Breen. UMass pushing it up the court here. That's Mayo. Over to Faloxi. Inside. And foul is called on Taylor Napper. So Angelique Nagala Kalandi will go to the line. The 6'2 junior from Manchester, New Hampshire. She will shoot a pair of free throws. On this season, Nagala Kalandi shooting 68% from the free throw line, shooting 46% from the field. Her first is up and in and out, so she misses her first shot here in this game. She gets a second, and it's up, hits the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and finally it drops down. So 1 for 2 trip from the free throw line for Angelique Nagala Kalandi, and it is 4-0 here. St. Bonaventure gets it up across the court, but it's taken away. That is stolen there by Barnaya Mayo. On the other end now, Sydney Taylor, a wing 3 off the front of the rim, pulled down by Nadeshka Lacine. And she'll push the tempo, gets it across the court to Nikki Oppenheimer, feeds it inside to Yaya Lopes. 10-footer up and well short and off the front of the rim. Rebounded by UMass. Sydney Taylor with it now near side. Dribbling across the court, feeds it to Faloxi, back over to Sam Breen up top. Breen, deep 3, too long, rebounded by Nagala Kalandi. She gets it, and up, and good. Angelique Nagala-Kalandi. Her first field goal of the game. It is 6-0 UMass here, less than 2 minutes in. St. Bonaventure beats the press here. Nadeshka Lacine on the near side with it. Lacine inside now to Lopes. Lopes at the high post, dribbling inside, and she moved her feet, so that'll be a travel here for St. Bonaventure. 7:54 left in the first quarter, and UMass leading 6-0. So another slow start here for St. Bonaventure. We saw a very similar start in Thursday's game. UMass now has it. Philoxy drives. Inside, loses it, gets it back, puts up a floater, misses it. Rebounded by Taylor Napper. Lacine now pushing on the far side. Dribbling up the court, loses it, taken away by Destiny Philoxy. And now Sam Breen has it, and UMass has numbers. Over to Nagala-Kalandi, and she finishes with a right, and it's 8-0 UMass here. 7:20 left in the first quarter. St. Bonaventure still looking for his first points of the game. Kira Dandridge beats the press, gets it to Lopes. Cross-court pass now to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer drives, reverse layup is up, and it's good. Nikki Oppenheimer with a beautiful left-handed reverse layup. St. Bonaventure on the board. It's 8-2 UMass. 3 minutes in here to this one. Breen hands it off to Philoxy. Philoxy on the far side, kicks it across. Now Mayo. Mayo over to Taylor. Taylor for the corner three. No good. Rebounded by Kira Dandridge. Dandridge pushing the pace on the far side. Into the corner, Lacine. Lacine will dribble back out top now. 17 to shoot. Oppenheimer coming up. She catches it top of the circle. Hands it off to Napper. Napper hands it off to Lopes now. Top of the key. 8 seconds to shoot. Dandridge on the far side. Driving right. Spins left. Spins again. Kicks it back out to Napper. But a travel is called on Kira Dandridge. She shuffled her feet there. She was trying for that spin move. And it'll go the other way. So 8-2 UMass here with 6:24 remaining. Kira Dandridge will take a seat here. And it'll be Tiana Johnson coming into this game. So St. Bonaventure's starting point guard in here after missing the last couple games to injury. UMass has it now. Taylor drives with her right. Floater up, too strong. Rebounded by who but Tiana Johnson. She has a brace on her left knee. Now it's Lacine pushing with her left. Kicks it out to Taylor Napper. Taylor Napper, a three. Got it. Head of the circle, three-pointer for Taylor Napper. She was left wide open. Her second three-pointer of the year, and it's 8-5 UMass. 5:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Mayo has it. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor across the court to Philoxy. Feeds it inside. Sam Breen with spacing. Misses the right-handed layup. Rebounded by Nagala-Kalandi. She misses it again. Gets it back. Puts it up. And it's good. But they are going to call an offensive foul on Angelique Nagala-Kalandi. They say that she pushed off, and it will go the other way now in favor of St. Bonaventure. So a little bit of a surprising call there. But St. Bonaventure will take it. They have it here with 5:32 remaining in the first quarter. Flo Venerte now in for the Bonnies. She has it center circle. Hands it off to Tiana Johnson in the far wing. Johnson driving right. Kicks it inside to Lopes. Lopes dribbles. Loses it. And a foul will be called there. That'll be called on... That may have been Destiny Philoxy. And UMass is not happy with that call. Coach Tony Verdi. Very upset. But St. Bonaventure inbounds. Lopes to Lacine. Lopes driving right. Floater is up. No good. Rebounded by Sam Breen. Pushing the pace now. UMass has it in the far corner. Breen has it. Dribbling right. Breen, mid-range jumper, pulls up, no good. Rebounded by Nikki Oppenheimer. Snatched that one out of the hands of Bernia Mayo. And Oppenheimer now, all by herself, will push the pace. Oppenheimer brings it up the court. Kicks over to Johnson, who now feeds it inside to Flo Venerte. Venerte at the high post. Kicks it out to Tiana Johnson, center court, 15 to shoot. Johnson to Lacine. Lacine, wing three-pointer. Splash! It's 8-8 with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. St. Bonaventure making a couple shots now. We're all tied up. So a couple early three-pointers here for the Bonnies. Breen now has it on the inside, but that ball on the pass in hit the rim and will go in favor of St. Bonaventure. Nadeshka Lacine has it now, center court. Looking to coach Jesse Fleming for the play call. Lucine has it, dribbling right now, dribbling left, up top. Pick coming from Flovenerte on the right. She's going to use it. Kicks it out to Oppenheimer on the wing. Dribbles around. But a traveling violation is called here with 4:14 left in the first quarter. 8-8 here, just 6 minutes in. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Mullins Center, where St. Bonaventure and UMass are tied at 8. Just a little under 6 minutes here into the Atlantic 10 opener. St. Bonaventure has looked good so far. They have a couple of early shots made here. A three-pointer from Taylor Napper, a three-pointer from Nandeshka Lucine, and a beautiful reverse layup from Nikki Oppenheimer to get the scoring going for the Bonnies. And for Massachusetts, it has been Angelique Nagala-Kalandi. She has 5 points, 2 field goals, and one free throw. So we're back in action here. UMass has it. It'll be Bernia Mayo bringing it up, hands it off to Destiny Philoxy. Philoxy has it, dribbles right, kicks it across the court. Inside, and Nagala Kalandi kicks it back out. Driving is Destiny Philoxy. She loses it, and it is knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Minutewomen. So these two teams on opposite ends of the Atlantic 10 poll. UMass picked first unanimously. St. Bonaventure picked last, so 15th now, with Loyola Chicago now in the lead. And off of the inbound, it's who but Angelique Nagala-Kalandi. Excuse me, that's McKenna White now into the game, scoring that bucket. My apologies. So McKenna White comes right off the bench and scores a basket here for UMass, and it's 10-8 with 3:48 remaining in the first quarter. UMass has it back, though, off a foul, and they miss a shot there that is missed by Sam Breen, and Bonnies will get it back down. And Nandeshka Lucine on the St. Bonaventure end. Flovenerte mid-range shot is up off the front of the rim and out. Rebounded by the Minutewoman. Floxy has it, kicks it to Sam Breen. Breen drives, feeds it inside, and it's up. And it's fouled. McKenna White there will go to the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws. So good aggressiveness there from White to get to the free throw line. White this season, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Scored a career high 18 points versus Harvard earlier on this season. Her first is up, and it's good. Goes to the line now, gets ready for her second. And that one is good as well. So it's 12-8 UMass here with 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. Flo Venerte has it up top, hands it off to Tiana Johnson. Now, Kira Dandridge. Now kicks it back up top to Dandridge. Dandridge has it dribbling. Dribbling right, kicks it to Tiana Johnson with 6 to shoot. She has to go. Pick coming from Venerte. She uses it. Johnson to the corner. Lacine catch and shoot. 3-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Sam Breen. The Minute Women will now push the pace. Driving inside of the hoop. Bernaya Mayo, but she loses it. Flo Venerte comes up with it and flips it to Nadeska Lacine, and she's going to push the pace here. Lacine driving, dribbling, kicks it to Yaya Lope. The mid-range jumper is up, and it's good. 12-10. UMass now with 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. So St. Bonaventure continuing its strong start. Pick coming from McKenna White. Now over to Philoxy. Philoxy 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Yaya Lopes. No one there for help. Lopes takes up the court. Now Tiana Johnson has it. Johnson driving. Wild layup is up. No good. Rebounded by Bernaya Mayo. Mayo across the court. Down to Philoxy. Philoxy's layup is up. No good. Rebounded by Lopes. Now Kira Dandridge has it center court. Kicks it into the corner. Tiana Johnson wide open 3-pointer. It's good. St. Bonaventure takes a 13-12 lead here at the Mullins Center with 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Sam Breen has it, top of the court. Now Destiny Philoxy in the corner now. 3-pointer coming on the way from Bernaya Mayo, but that's no good. Rebounded by St. Bonaventure. Lacine has it, dribbling right while layup is up. No good, but she drew the foul, so Nadeska Lacine is headed to the free throw line here with 1:35 left here in the first quarter. So Lacine here headed to the line. A 77% free throw shooter this season. Scored 10 points on Thursday against Buffalo. She sets in her first is up. Off the front of the rim and out. So Lacine misses her first here. It'll stay 13-12 St. Bonaventure. Lacine gets set. Her second is up. Off the front of the rim, back of the rim, and finally drops down. So 14-12 St. Bonaventure here. With a minute and a half here in the first quarter. Bernaya Mayo has it for the Bonnie. She's dribbling it up the court here. As Bonaventure sets up into its 2-3 zone. Now inside, Nagala Kalandi finds McKenna White. Her layup is up. It's no good. It's hauled down by Kira Dandridge, but they're going to say a foul is called. That's going to be on Nadeska Lacine away from the ball, so not sure exactly what happened. But they're going to say Lacine fouled there, trying to go for that rebound. So UMass will inbound underneath its basket. Inbound goes to Sydney Taylor. Catches it center court, drives, dribbles. Her layup is up. No good. Snatched down by Kira Dandridge here with 1:15 left in the first quarter. Outlet pass to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer on the wing. Back up top to Dandridge. Now Nadeska Lacine here on this near side, and she'll slow the tempo now for the Bonnies. Pick coming left from Napper. She's going to use it. Lacine over to the wing. Lopes 3-pointer. Well short and rebounded by McKenna White. Now Bernaya Mayo has it. They can go 2 for 1, but a quick pass down court. That's Angelique Nagala Kalandi once again. And it is now 14-14 here with 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lacine has it now up top. Finds Nikki Oppenheimer. Wide open 3-pointer from the wing. Got it! St. Bonaventure now leads 17-14 with 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The Bonnies playing some great basketball here early on at the Mullins Center, making a game out of it against the projected number 1 team here in the Atlantic 10. So UMass is going to wait here for the last shot. Dribbling it down here, that's Berniah Mayo. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left, kicks it to Taylor, up top, 5 seconds left. Mayo with a wing three-pointer, that's no good, rebounded by Taylor Napper, and that will do it here in the first quarter. So after 10 minutes of play, a strong first quarter for the Bonnies. They lead 17-14 over the UMass Minute Women. We'll take a break here. When we come back, second quarter of action here. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts, where St. Bonaventure leads 17-14 here after the first quarter. Bonnies have looked pretty good here early on, and they have a 3-point lead to show for it. So a strong start for the Bonnies. And about 8 hours west of here, we have the St. Bonaventure men's basketball team hosting the UMass Minutemen. In about 10 minutes in there, the Bonnies are leading the Minutemen 21-12. So strong starts here for both Bonaventure teams as we open up Atlantic 10 play. So UMass has it here to start the second quarter. Stephanie Kulazeka is now in the game for UMass. Kicks over to Alexia Brooks. Brooks over to Kulazeka, who shoots a corner three and misses. And it will go out of bounds and go to St. Bonaventure. So Bonnie's come up with another stop. And now they have it here. 9:38 left in this second quarter. Nadeshka Lacine on this near side. Flips it over to Oppenheimer, hands it back to Lacine. Lacine driving left, puts up a wild layup, but it is well off the mark. And UMass has numbers. Driving is Mayo. Mayo lay up and good. Berniah Mayo gets UMass's first point here of the second quarter. It's 17-16 St. Bonaventure. Lacine delopes back to Lacine up top. Pick up from Napper, uses it, kicks it to Dandridge in the corner. Dandridge now back up top to Lacine. Lacine has it 15 to shoot. Pick coming from Napper. Over to Lopes, back up top to Lacine. Lacine driving right inside, floater up and too long, rebounded by Alexia Brooks. the sophomore from Endicott, New York. Now on the other end, Kulizeka. Now Berniah Mayo up top. She will reset the offense over to Kuleza. 10 seconds left to shoot here on the clock for the Minute Women. Inside, McKenna White. White in the post. Hook shot up. No good. Rebounded by nobody. It's going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say it's off St. Bonaventure and not Stephanie Kuleza. And it will stay here with the Minute Women. 8:34 left in this second quarter. Minute Women have a fresh shot clock here. Inbound now, Sam Breen, the 8-10 player of the year with it up top. Fed down low to McKenna White. McKenna White in the post, guarded by Napper. Now back to Breen. Breen kicks it back out to Brooks. Back inside now. Sam Breen now back out to Alizea Brooks. Brooks, her three-pointer, short. Rebounded by Lopes, but taken away by Sam Breen. And she finds a wide open Stephanie Kulizesa for a right-handed layup. And UMass back up top now, 18-17. Lacine now dribbling to her left. Cross-court pass to Dandridge. Dandridge pulls up from three. Well off the mark. Rebounded by the Minute Woman. And they will now push the pace. Inside, Sam Breen, double team, kick back out. Stephanie Kulesa from deep once again. No good. Rebounded by Kira Dandridge. Great rebound there, pulling that away from the UMass defender. Lacine cross-court to Johnson, but a charge is called. Lacine tried to drive with her left and kick it out across the court to Tiana Johnson, who had a wide-open three-point look. But a charge will be called here on Tiana Johnson. It will go the other way. The turnover is starting to add up now for St. Bonaventure. They have 9 in this game. So Bonnies have not scored in 3 minutes and 30 seconds after that quick start here, trying to get a stop here and put an end to that scoring drought. Sam Breen has it. Into the post now. McKenna White puts it up, and it's good. The right-handed hook shot from McKenna White. UMass leads 2017 here. 7:15 left in the second quarter. Napper off top, handoff to Dandridge. Johnson now on this near side. Up top, high post. Lopes feeds it inside, but taken away by Kulzea. Kulzea has it here on the near side. Feeds it inside to McKenna White. McKenna White back out to Mayo. Mayo drives. Floater up. It's good. Berniah Mayo with a right-handed floater. It is 22-17 here with 6:53 remaining. Coach Jesse Fleming calls a timeout. But we will stay right here. So St. Bonaventure shooting 6 of 16 from the field. That's 38%. 4 of 8 from downtown. In 1 of 2 from the free throw line. But we will actually take a break here. When we come back, we'll have the rest of the second quarter here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullen Center in Amherst, Massachusetts. UMass leads the Bonnies 22-17 with 6:53 remaining in the second quarter. Bonnies jumped out to a 17-14 lead after 10 minutes, but it's been an 8-0 run by UMass to start things off here in the second quarter. Bonnies looking for their first basket here of this second session of the game, and they'll have it here with Tiana Johnson bringing the ball up the court for the Bonnies. She's at point right now. Dandridge now on the near side, kicks over to Lopes in the corner, back over to the wing, and Dandridge. Dandridge up top, cross court now to Tiana Johnson up top, 10 to shoot. Johnson driving left, stops, kicks it back out to Napper, who puts up a 3 off the left side of the rim and pulled down by McKenna White. Now Faloxy has it, back up top to White. Now Kuleza. Now Sam Breen, head of the circle 3, got it. Sam Breen getting hot here for the Minute Women. It's 25-17. UMass here with 6:08 remaining in the second quarter. Bonnie's in desperate need for a bucket here. Tiana Johnson, pick coming from Lopes. She uses it, flips it back to Lopes. Now into the corner, Dandridge. She dribbles, trying to find Lopes. Instead, gets it to Napper. Almost loses it, but gets it back here near the middle line. 8 seconds to shoot. Bonnies have to go here. 6 to shoot. Johnson has it up top. Now, high post Lopes. Lopes driving, layup up. Good. Yeah, Lopes with a tough floater there. Breaks the St. Bonaventure dry spell. It's 25-19. UMass with 5:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Breen now has it over to Taylor in the corner. Back up top to Faloxy up top. Taylor from the wing. Taylor, three-pointer. No good. Rebound. And a foul is called on St. Bonaventure's Taylor Napper. So she tried to go up for it. Instead, a loose ball foul will be called there, and it will stay here with the Minute Women. So Taylor Napper up to 2 fouls. Nadeshka Lacine also has 2 for St. Bonaventure, and Flo Venerte has 1. Otherwise, no other fouls so far for the Bonnies. Been a pretty clean game for both sides. UMass inbounding underneath their basket, gets it to Sam Breen. Breen to the corner. Now Sydney Taylor, a wing three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by the Bonnies. Tie up for the ball. Kulesa almost had it, but instead it'll be Tiana Johnson. Johnson on the far side. Pick coming from Venerte. She uses it. Moves right. Now to Caitlin Parker on the wing, getting her first minutes. Johnson, high post Lopes here, 10 to shoot. Lopes step back. Jay off the front of the rim and out. Tie up for the ball, but it'll go to Sam Breen and the Minute Woman. UMass has numbers, 3-on-2. Inside now, but a foul is called. It'll be St. Bonaventure basketball here. So tie up for the basketball here. The ball got free for a moment, and they're going to say a push-off foul on Stephanie Kulzea. So Bonnies will have it here. 4:43 left in the second quarter. They trail the Minute Women here by 6. And Johnson will bring it back up the court. This near side, pick coming from Venerte, uses it left, but it's going to be a moving screen on Flo Venerte going the other way. St. Bonaventure has struggled with a lot of those this season for both Venerte and Taylor Napper. It will go in favor of UMass. They lead by 6 here, 4:33 left in the second quarter. Mayo up the court, now to Faloxy on the far side. Back to Breen up top. The cutting, Sydney Taylor, the right-handed finish. UMass now up 27-19 with 4:18 left in the second quarter. Johnson up top, into the corner, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer 3, too strong, rebounded by Faloxy. Faloxy, far side. Stops, pops, kicks it out to Breen. Breen, runner, no good. And rebounded by Caitlin Parker. Parker working this far side. Wild pass to Johnson, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Bonnies. So not a good decision by Caitlin Parker there, but it will favor St. Bonaventure. So Bonnies trail by 8 here with just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Lopes has it near side. Kicks it back over to Caitlin Parker. Now over to Tiana Johnson up top. 10 seconds to shoot. Pick coming from Venerte, but she goes away. Caitlin Parker now has it back up top to Tiana Johnson. Fire to shoot. Drives right. Takes a contested two-pointer. Tries to bank it in, but instead goes out. Rebounded by Bernia Mayo. And she will slow the tempo down here for the Minutewomen. She's standing in that UMass logo here. Now over to Sydney Taylor on the far side. Inside, Sam Breen double team up, and it's good. Sam Breen double team, but it doesn't matter. She finishes, and UMass takes its biggest lead of the game here at 10. Lopes high post. Knocked away by Breen, but she gets it back. Now back up top to Tiana Johnson. Pick coming from Venerte on the left. Now feeds it over to Lopes on the far side. Lopes, corner three, no good. Airballed. Rebounded by Faloxy. Faloxy pushing it, but throws it away. St. Bonaventure will have it here with 2:43 left in the second quarter. So Bonaventure scored just 2 points here. Since the first quarter, they have struggled on the offensive end, shooting 1 of 8 from the field here in this quarter. Johnson will bring it up now for the Bonnies. On this near side. Pass to Venerte up top. Now back over to Johnson. Claire Cody into the game now for the Bonnies. Johnson spin move, drives, pulls up from 10 feet, and hits. Tiana Johnson cuts it back down to 8 for the Bonnies here. Nice move for the junior. Sam Breen up top, feeds it inside. Nagala Kalandi's layup is up. It's no good, but it's off the hand of Flo Venerte, and it will stay here with the Minutewomen. So Brooks will inbound, gets to Sam Breen, who pulls up immediately and hits from the far side elbow. Sam Breen up to 7 points now. It is 31-21 UMass. Venerte to Claire Cody on the far side wing. Knocked away, but gets it back. Pivots, now finds Caitlin Parker. Pick coming, she uses it up top to Venerte. Hands it back to Parker. Parker now 10 to shoot. Pick coming from Venerte on the left. Now Parker to Johnson on the wing. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Johnson, pull up 3, in and out. Rebounded by Sam Breen. Now pushing the pace. Wild layup up by Bernia Mayo. It's no good, but she draws the foul. She will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Mayo, a little Euro step there and got the contact from Tiana Johnson. And now Mayo will go to the line looking for her 5th and 6th points of the game. Her first free throw is up, and it's no good. So Mayo misses the first. A rare miss for her. She's a 92% free throw shooter here on this season. Resets now. Her second is up, and that one is good. So 32-21 UMass here with 1:25 remaining here in this second quarter. Bonaventure looking to score a few more points here to cut into this UMass lead. Claire Cody has it up, high post. Cross-court pass to Caitlin Parker. Whistle called, and it'll go the other way. So not exactly sure who that call was on, but it will be an offensive foul for St. Bonaventure that may have been on Claire Cody. But it'll go the other way. Inbound taken back away by St. Bonaventure. And they'll get into an offensive set here. Johnson here up top. Now back over to Nikki Oppenheimer. Flo Venerte on the far side wing. Venerte drives. Venerte puts up a wild layup, but she traveled. So Bonnie trail by 11 here. 56 seconds remaining in this second quarter. UMass can go 2 for 1 if they so desire. Now Mayo has it on the UMass end, hands it off to Breen. Breen now over to Brooks. Brooks cross-court pass now in the corner. Philoxy three-pointer, no good. Or excuse me, that was Sydney Taylor. But she gets her miss back. Taken away now by St. Bonaventure. Caitlin Parker hands it off to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer wide open three, well short. But Caitlin Parker chases down that miss, and hands it back to Tiana Johnson, who will get a fresh 20 seconds here. Now 21 seconds left here in this half. Johnson, swing pass to Claire Cody, back to Johnson. 5 seconds to shoot. Johnson driving, layup up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Flo Venerte. Now Nikki Oppenheimer, who shoots a deep three, well short. Rebounded once again, but this time by UMass. Brooks has it. Now over to Philoxy, who shoots a three at the buzzer. No good. So after 20 minutes to play, UMass leads St. Bonaventure 32-21. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show from the Bonnies and the Minute Women here in this Atlantic 10 opener from the Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the halftime show. St. Bonaventure and UMass here in the Atlantic 10 opener. The Minute Women lead the Bonnies 32-21, but St. Bonaventure, they led by 3 after the first quarter. The Bonnies scored just 4 points and went 2 of 13 from the field in the second quarter, as UMass scored 18 points and went 8 of 18 from the field. So big discrepancy there. So the Bonnies looking to kind of right that ship here in the first half, but let's go through some of these first half stats. We will start with your St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Taylor Napper has 3 points, 1 of 3 from the field, and 1 of 3 downtown. She has 3 rebounds. Nikki Oppenheimer is 2 for 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown. She has 5 points and a rebound. Nadeshka Lassine, she's 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, and she has 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists, as well as 1 block. Yaya Lopes has 4 points off of 2 of 6 shooting. She also has 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Tiana Johnson has 5 points. She's 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. She has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Kira Dandridge, she leads all Bonnies with 5 total rebounds, but she is 0 for 1 from the field. Flo Venerte also 0 for 1 from the field. She has 1 rebound and 1 steal. Now, going over to the UMass side, Sam Breen, the A10 Player of the Year, leads the way with 7 points. She's 3 of 8 for the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, has 5 rebounds and 4 assists, so nearly the leader in every offensive category right now for this UMass squad. Angelique Nagala-Kalandi has 7 points off of 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It has 4 total rebounds. Bernaya Mayo has 5 points off of 2 for 5 shooting. She's 0 for 3 from downtown, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. McKenna White has 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and has 5 rebounds. Destiny Faloxi has 3 points off of 1 of 4 shooting. She's 1 of 2 from downtown, has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and she's the only Minutewoman with 2 fouls. And Sydney Taylor has 2 points off of 1 of 8 shooting. She's 0 for 5 from downtown, has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and last but not least, Stephanie Kuleza has 2 points off of 1 of 3 shooting. She's 0 for 2 from downtown, has 1 assist, and 1 steal. So those are your first half stats here between St. Bonaventure and UMass on the individual side. Now let's take a look at some of the team stats. St. Bonaventure 8 of 27 from the field, UMass 13 of 39. Bonnies are shooting the ball 30% to UMass is 33%. The Bonnies are 4 of 14 from downtown. UMass is 2 of 14 from downtown. The Bonnies have made 1 of their 2 free throws. UMass has made 4 of their 6. And the Minutewomen are controlling the rebounding battle 24-20, led by 8 offensive rebounds to the Bonnies' 3 rebounds. UMass has led by as many as 11, which is right now. The Bonnies have led by as many as 3. 10 of UMass's baskets have been assisted on compared to St. Bonaventure's 7, and the Bonnies have 12 turnovers to UMass's 5. And a big stat here, UMass, they have 14 points off of turnovers compared to St. Bonaventure's 4, and 20 points in the paint to St. Bonaventure's 4. So big numbers there off of the turnovers and in the paint. Certainly numbers that St. Bonaventure would like to improve here in this second half. So we took a look at some of these stats. We will take a break here, and when we come back, we'll kind of talk about what some of these teams, both of these teams, need to do to continue on here and try to walk away from the Mullins Center with an Atlantic 10 opening victory. You're listening to St. Bonaventure women's basketball here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullins Center here at the half. St. Bonaventure trails UMass 32-21. And the Bonnies led by 3 there after the first quarter, but scored just 4 points in the second quarter. Well, I think it sounds pretty self-explanatory for the Bonnies here in this second half. Obviously, they're going to need to find ways for the ball to get into the basket. They've gotten some pretty quality looks here throughout this game, and they've really shown that they have had potential for some shot making here, especially in this first quarter. They are going to need to start making some shots here if they want a chance to come back and potentially win this game and pull off an upset against the Minutewomen, and a number to keep an eye on as well. 12 turnovers here in 20 minutes. That is certainly a number that the Bonnies are going to want to cut down. That has plagued them really all season long, and they are hoping that that number will be much lower here in this first half. So St. Bonaventure going to have to start making some shots and stop turning the ball over if they want a chance to win this game here this afternoon. And for UMass, they've played pretty well, but they've just not really been hitting some shots so far. They've gotten some good looks. They've just not connected on them. St. Bonaventure's 2-3 zone has done a pretty good job on them. They're holding UMass just 33% shooting. So if you're St. Bonaventure, you want to continue that strong 2-3 zone and force UMass to turn the ball over a little bit more. They turned the ball over just 5 times in this first half. If you're St. Bonaventure, you want to try to see that number go up for UMass while cutting down on your own turnovers. And the Bonnies, of course, are going to have to capitalize on the other end. They have just 4 points off turnovers, 4 points in the paint. Those are numbers that Coach Jesse Fleming would like to see go up here in the second half. So it'll start with getting stops, enforcing turnovers, and then being able to run in transition, find open looks, get advantages, get 3-on-2 advantages, 2-on-1 advantages, and then be able to finish, because they have shown that they are a good team when they run in transition, but this Bonaventure team does like to play much slower. So that's kind of an analysis here on what each of these teams has to do here in the second half. Really, for UMass, just keep doing what they're doing, not let St. Bonaventure turn you over, and finally start connecting on some of those shots. But that's obviously easier said than done for a team like UMass, but they are hoping to find the bottom of the net here a few more times in the second half and be able to pull away from St. Bonaventure. So we'll go take a break here. When we come back, we will have the second half of action between St. Bonaventure and UMass. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullen Center here for the second half of action between St. Bonaventure and UMass. Bonnies trail the Minutewomen 32-21 here after 20 minutes of play. This Bonnie squad led by 3 after 1, but were outscored 18-4 in the second quarter. So getting ready to go here for this second 20 minutes of play. Quick score update from Olean, or St. Bonaventure, New York. The Bonnies on the men's side are beating the Minutemen 43-28 here after 20 minutes. So strong start for the Bonaventure men. The Bonaventure women looking to kind of get back onto that track here in the second half. So we're underway. Nadeshka Lassine has it on the far side over to Kira Dandridge in the corner. Dandridge drives, pulls back over to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer back to Lopes now up top. Lopes pass to Dandridge. Dandridge drive, puts up a layup. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Destiny Floxy. Floxy cross-court pass, or down-court pass to Nagala Kalandi now. Floxy on this near side. Floxy dribbles to Sam Breen up top. Goes right over to Taylor. Taylor corner 3. It's good. Sydney Taylor opens up the scoring for UMass here in this second half. It's 35-21 Minutewomen. Now Bonnies are looking to respond. Lassine has it here up top, right in the U with the UMass logo. Bonnies are going right to left. UMass is going left to right. Lopes now up top, over to Kira Dandridge in the corner. Dandridge into the post. Lopes. It's knocked away off of her hand, and it will favor UMass here a minute into the third quarter. So the Minutewomen have it here, going to look to extend their lead even more. To Philoxy on this near side, up top to Breen. Breen spin move back to Philoxy, back up top to Breen. Now around on the other side to Mayo. Mayo drives back up top to Philoxy. Philoxy driving through the middle of St. Bonaventure zone. Layup up, no good. Rebounded by Nagala Kalandi. And a tight for the ball. Ripped away by Tiana Johnson. But it is going to be a jump ball and go to the Bonnies. So good hustle there by Tiana Johnson to force that jump ball, and will give St. Bonaventure here an extra possession. So Napper inbounds to Lassine. Lassine up the court here on this far side. Tiana Johnson trying to come up and get it. Instead, she'll hand it off to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer flips it back to Lassine. 15 to shoot here. Pick coming left from Napper. She uses it. Lassine pulls up from mid-range and hits. Nadeshka Lassine scores St. Bonaventure's first points of the second half. It's 35-23 UMass. In the post, McKenna White. McKenna White puts up a wild layup, and it goes! And one. McKenna White with an acrobatic layup, and now an opportunity for a three-point play. And a lot of contact there from Taylor Napper, so it seems like that was the correct call. And now McKenna White going to convert this three-point play. Her free throw is up and swishes through the net. It is 38-23 UMass here with 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lassine has it, bringing it up the court. Passes to Lopes. Lopes, one dribble. Back to Lassine. Lassine driving right. Through traffic, Lassine, layup up, no good. Rebounded by Sam Breen, but they are going to call it a foul. And that'll actually be drawn by Nadeshka Lassine. She's actually going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So that will be on Sydney Taylor. Did look like a lot of contact. And Lassine, a 77% free throw shooter now to the line. Her first is in and out. So Lassine back to the line now. Her second on the way. It is up and it's good. So then Nadeshka Lassine goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And it's now 38-24 UMass with 7:45 remaining in this third quarter. Bonaventure back on defense now. They'll get back into their zone. Up top, Mayo. Over to Philoxy. Philoxy cross court to Taylor. Back up top to Mayo. Mayo drives back to Philoxy. Now down to Breen down low. She's double teamed. Kick back up. Driving is Mayo. Mayo mid-range is up. And it's good, but they are going to call an offensive foul. So that was drawn by Nadeshka Lacine. Good positioning there to get the call. And it will go the other way. So Lacine has it. Oppenheimer coming up, far side wing. She gets it, thinks about a three. Instead, passes it to Lopes in the high post. Lopes dribbles out over to Lacine on the wing. Lacine back to Lopes. Lopes drives, kicks to the corner, Claire Cody. Oppenheimer now in the wing. She drives inside to Lopes, but taken away by Sam Breen. Now, three-pointer on the way from Sydney Taylor. Well short, rebounded by Tiana Johnson. Johnson on this near side. Uses a pick from Lacine. Stops, pops, flips up. No good. Claire Cody gets the miss. Foul. Count it. And one. Claire Cody with a three-point play on the way. So good positioning there from Claire Cody to get that rebound and put it back up and convert on the three-point play. Her free throw is up, and it's good. So it's 38-27 UMass here with 6:40 remaining. Sam Breen has it. Over to Philoxy, into the post now. McKenna White, cross-court pass now. Sam Breen has it down low in the inside block. Breen, oh, beautiful cut to Bernia Mayo. Breen to Mayo, and it's 40-27 UMass. Lacine up top, over to Oppenheimer on the far side wing. Johnson on the elbow, into the corner now, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, three on the way, no good. Rebounded by Sam Breen. UMass has numbers, and finishing on the other end, no Bonnie in sight is Destiny Philoxy. UMass takes a 42-27 lead with 5:55 remaining here in this third quarter. Lacine up top. Now over to Johnson on the far side wing. Johnson drives. Out to Lopes. Back up top to Lacine. Lacine dribbles it off her foot. Lopes gets it back. 7 seconds to shoot. Bonnie's have to go. Oppenheimer near side. Three. Deep three on the way. No good. Well short. Rebounded by Sam Breen. And now over to Philoxy, who will slow down the UMass offense. Mayo. Back to Philoxy. Far side. Inside of Breen. Breen double teamed. Now finds a wide open McKenna White, who finishes with her right. So back-to-back defensive breakdowns for the Bonnies. And it is 44-27 UMass with 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Lacine has it. Pick coming from Claire Cody. She uses it. Now back up to Claire Cody. Claire Cody, three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Claire Cody with 6 straight points for the Bonnies. It is 44-30 with 4:46 left in the third quarter. Breen driving on Lacine, mismatch. Knocked away by Lacine, good defense, and out of bounds. So we'll go to break here, 4:40 left in the third quarter. Bonnies trail UMass 44-30. You're listening to St. Bonaventure Women's Basketball on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Back at the Mullins Center, St. Bonaventure trails UMass 44-30 here, halfway through the third quarter. St. Bonaventure with 6 straight points out of the hands of Claire Cody. She converted on an and one play down low, and then 8th wide open 3-pointer. So a little bit of an offensive spark here for the Bonnies. She will stay on the court with Kira Dandridge, Flo Venerte, Tiana Johnson. And one more. Nadeshka excuse me. And layup is up. No good from UMass. Bonnies will push the pace here on the other end. Lacine has it in the corner. Up to Johnson up top. Johnson now. Over to Dandridge. Dandridge rolling left. Back to Lacine. Lacine now driving. Kicks at to Claire Cody. Claire Cody 3-pointer. Got it again. Claire Cody back-to-back 3-pointers. She scored 9 straight for the Bonnies. It's down to 11. Claire Cody is scorching hot right now for the Bonnies. And on the other end is Claire Cody with a steal. Lacine has it up the court now. Over to Flo Venerte up top. Now hands it back to Lacine. Lacine has it. Pick coming from Venerte. She uses it. 10 to shoot. Lacine drives, kicks that to Dandridge. Dandridge 3-pointer off the side of the backboard. She can't get it back. Instead, it'll be UMass going the other direction. Try to find inside to Sam Breen, but she can't hang on. It'll go the other way, favoring St. Bonaventure. So Bonaventure looking to get this down to single digits once again. Claire Cody has the hot hand right now for the Bonnies. She scored the last 9 points. Flo Venerte has it now over to Lacine. Lacine pick coming back to Cody. Cody over to Lacine. 10 seconds to shoot. Lacine drives, pulls up, got it to go. Nadeshka Lacine cuts it down to 9 here. So UMass leads 44-35, 2:50 remaining. Breen has it now over to Kulesa. Now Faloxy. Faloxy driving left. Feeds it inside. Now Kulesa 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Dandridge. Now Nadeshka Lacine has it. Lacine in transition over to Claire Cody in the corner. Cody for 3. Gets it again. Claire Cody with her 3rd 3 of the game. And UMass calls timeout. Bonnies have it down to 6 here with 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. And what a spark for Claire Cody. Unbelievable. Off the bench here, Claire Cody is St. Bonaventure's leading scorer at 12 points. She is 4 of 4 from the field. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll end the third quarter here. Bonnies trail by 6 here in the third quarter. Welcome back to the Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts. St. Bonaventure trails UMass by just 6 points here with 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. It's been all about Claire Cody. She has 12 of St. Bonaventure's 17 points here in this third quarter. 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from downtown, and all of these are off the beneficiary from the Nadeshka Lacine. So we're back and underway here. Now 2:20 left here in this third quarter. Claire Cody is, of course, going to stay on the floor. She has the hot hand. Mayo. Now over to Floxy in the wing. Floxy pulls up from 3. No good. Rebounded by Tiana Johnson. Johnson has it here. On the far side, guarded by Breen, so a little bit of a mismatch. Finds Claire Cody once again. But inside now to Yaya Lopes. Lopes tries to get it up, loses it, stays with St. Bonaventure. Looked like Claire Cody had enough separation there in the corner where she could have pulled up again, but instead went inside for Lopes. But it will stay here with the Bonnies. Lacine inbounding, gets it to Tiana Johnson. 13 seconds to shoot. Pick coming from Lopes. She will use it. Driving left, flips over to Lacine. Lacine 5 to shoot. Bonnies have to go. Pops, stops, hits a 3. No good. And rebound by UMass. Into the corner for Loxy. Inside, Nagala Kalandi. Nagala Kalandi puts up a layup. No good. But she is fouled. Excuse me, that is Layla Fair, who's getting her first action of the game. She will go to the free throw line for a pair. So Fair going to the line. She is a 20% free throw shooter this season. Her first is up, and it is too long. So it'll stay a 6-point game here. Fair's second is up, and it swishes through the net. So it'll be 45-38 here in UMass with 1:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Johnson over to Cody. Cody driving right, gets it back up to Tiana Johnson up top. Johnson driving with her right, puts up a layup, no good, rebounded by Sam Breen. And UMass has numbers. Taylor driving in Cody, puts up a layup, it's good, and the foul. Sydney Taylor going to the line for a 3-point play. So UMass breaks out of its offensive funk and looking to make it a little 4-0 spurt here. So Sydney Taylor going to the line. 90% free throw shooter in this game. Looking for her 8th point of the game, and she has it. So 48-38 UMass here with just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. Lacine far side here. Pick coming from Claire Cody. She uses it. Back over to Cody. Lacine up top. Inside, but try to find Tiana Johnson, but taken away by Sam Breen. UMass in transition. Layup up from Mayo, and it's good. So a 6-0 run now from UMass with 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Bonnies can go 2 for 1 if they go quick here. Lacine dribbling left, goes over to her right in Tiana Johnson. Now Claire Cody at the high post. Cody 1 dribble. And they're going to call a traveling violation. So 26 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And I don't know about that call. It looked like there was some contact there, and the ball may have gotten knocked away. But anyway, it will go in favor of UMass. And the shot clock is off here, so they can wait here to the last shot. 10 seconds left here. Mayo driving, finds Fair, no good. Rebound by Taylor. Taylor layup up, good at the buzzer. So Sydney Taylor puts up a layup as time expires here in the third quarter, and it's an 8-0 run for UMass, and they lead by 14 going into the fourth quarter. So 52-38 Minutewomen, 10 minutes left. Does St. Bonaventure have a rally in their bones? We will see here. Coming up next on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullen Center. St. Bonaventure trails 52-38 here with 10 minutes remaining in this one. Claire Cody came off the bench and scored 12 straight for the Bonnies, but UMass is riding an 8-0 run here to end the third quarter. So UMass has it here to start things off. Floxy ahead of the circle three. It's good. So quick response here from UMass to extend that run. It's 11-0 UMass run, and the Minutewomen suddenly lead by 17. Lacine has it. Now cross-court pass to Johnson. Johnson drives, mid-range jumper, up and good. Tiana Johnson ends the run for UMass, and it's 55-40 with 9:25 remaining in the third quarter. Mayo up top, over to Floxy. Floxy now, McKenna White has it. Kicked back out to Mayo. Mayo three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Tiana Johnson. Johnson near side, finds Lopes inside. Little pivot up and rolls in. Yaya Lopes with a little spin shot. And it's 55-42. UMass with 9 minutes remaining. Taylor on the near side, over to Mayo up top. Wing now is Sam Breen, now back up top. Destiny Floxy. Floxy drives on Oppenheimer. Kicks it to Breen. Breen drives baseline, floater up, and good. So 57-42 here with 8:38 remaining in this final quarter of play. Sam Breen at just 9 points. So St. Bonaventure's done a good job on her today. Johnson up top, now to Lopes. Lopes has it, hands it off to Lacine. Lacine driving left, pivots, finds Lopes. Lopes, wild layup. That hit the top of the backboard, but no call. Rebounded there by Taylor. Cross-court pass there, and Mayo has it on the wing. Now, Mayo will slow things down here. 12 seconds left. Breen now has it over to Floxy on the wing. Now White in the elbow, finds it Breen inside. Breen gets past Lopes, kicks it back out to White. White mid-range jumper, swish. 59-42 UMass with 7:45 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And Lacine now with it. Quickly to Napper and back to Lacine. Lacine mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Floxy. Floxy pushing the pace. Now Breen has it. Breen, wing three. Well off the mark. Rebounded by Yaya Lopes. Lacine near side cross-court pass. Bad pass, though. Taken away by Bernaya Mayo. But on the other end, Lacine gets a hand on it. But UMass will retain possession. Now pass over the head of Sam Breen. Deflected, though, by Yaya Lopes. It'll stay here with the Minutewomen. So UMass looking to extend its lead here. Floxy inbound to Breen. Now Mayo has it up top. Over to Taylor. Breen in the post. Breen pivots, kicks at the Floxy. Floxy three-pointer. It goes. Destiny Floxy. It's with a three-pointer. And it's 62-42 UMass with 6:45 remaining here. Jesse Fleming is going to call a timeout. He does not like what he is seeing here. UMass on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 19 seconds and an 18-4 run since those 12 consecutive points from Claire Cody. We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll have the rest of this game here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Welcome back to the Mullins Center, where UMass has a 62-42 lead over the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Time running out on St. Bonaventure. They were just within 6 here with a few minutes left in the third quarter after 12 straight from Claire Cody, but a big run here from UMass has them in cruise control. Over in St. Bonaventure, New York, though, we have a pretty similar score, except the roles are reversed. Bonaventure is leading UMass 63-42, so impressive performance from the Bonaventure men's squad here to open up men's A10 conference play. So we're back underway here. Claire Cody has it up top, but bad pass. Try it for Lacine and take it away. Finishing on the other end. Bernaya Mayo rolls it in. Quick pass down the court. Oppenheimer three-pointer in and out. Rebounded by Sam Breen. Breen has it. Hands it back to Bernaya Mayo. And she'll slow things down here. 6:15 remaining. Bonnie's down by 22. Breen in the post. Shoots. Well short. Rebounded by Nadeshka Lacine. Lacine has it. 3-on-2 fast break for the Bonnies. Over to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer wing three. No good. She was wide open. Rebound by Tiana Johnson, but she can't save it. She falls out of bounds, and it will go to UMass. 5:59 remaining in this ballgame. UMass looking to put the finishing touches here on this one. Floxy in the corner. Now to the other corner, Sydney Taylor. Taylor from deep. Got it. Sydney Taylor puts UMass up 25 with 5:40 remaining in this game. That will all but do it here in Amherst. Still 5 minutes to play, though. Lopes driving, layup up and good. Pretty floater there from Yaya Lopes. So 67-44 here. With 5:15 remaining. Far side Philoxy. Pick coming from White. She uses it. Kicks over to Taylor. Taylor three-pointer. It goes again. Sydney Taylor getting hot here. 6 in a row for the Minutewoman. She is up to 16 points with 5 minutes remaining. So 70-44 UMass. Lacine has it over to Lopes on the wing. Lacine up top. Dribbling right, gets past Breen, layup up, and good, but foul called on Breen on the floor, so that won't count. So Bonnies will inbound here underneath their basket. Or excuse me, underneath their basket. Inbound into Lopes, now to Johnson on the far side. 15 to shoot. Pick coming from Napper. She uses it. Johnson driving left. Kicked out to Lopes. Lopes three-pointer from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Breen. And she'll get it up the court here to Mayo on the near side. Back to Breen. Now back over to Mayo. Mayo has it. Wasting time. Far wing Philoxy inside to Breen. Breen double team. Puts up a shot. Knocked away. But Mayo gets it back. Mayo shoots up a three. No good. Rebounded by Lopes. And Lopes will look to push the pace. Driving past Breen. Lopes from end to end. Foul called. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. So Yaya Lopes has been pretty quiet today. Just 8 points here off 4 for 10 shooting. Looking to make that points 9 and 10 here coming up. To get into double figures once again. Lopes, her first free throw is up and good. So 70-45 here in UMass with 4:03 remaining. Lopes, her second is up, and that one is in and out. Rebounded by McKenna White. And Philoxy will have it here. Far side, hands it off to Mayo. Mayo drives on the scene, kicks it out to Nagakalande. Now Nagakalande drives, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Tiana Johnson. Johnson from end to end, stops, pops, pull up from the A10 logo, no good. Rebound by Lopes. Lopes gets it up and is fouled once again. So Yaya Lopes headed back to the line for a pair of free throws with 3:36 remaining here in this one. Bonnie's down 25 points. Lopes here at the line, looking for her Second and third free throws here of the day. Shot is up, rims in. So front rim, back rim, and then down. Yaya Lopes with point number 10. And her second is up, and it's also good. So perfect trip to the free throw line for Yaya Lopes. And it is 70-47 in UMass with 3:35 remaining. Knocked away. It'll stay here with UMass. Mayo has it, guarded by Lacine. Mayo drives, kicks it out to Nagakalande. Three-pointer on the way from Taylor, no good. Rebounded by Lacine. Bonnies have numbers. Lacine bounce past Lopes. Lopes layup up, no good. Rebounded by Floxy. But she loses it on the near side wing. Knocked away by Nadeshka Lacine. That will go to St. Bonaventure here with 3:05 remaining. So Bonaventure will inbound here on their end. Floxy will come out of this game here. Her night is likely done. She will end with 11 points. And a quick shot up for St. Bonaventure, no good. Rebounded by Sam Breen. On the drive, Mayo, Leo up, no good. Rebounded by Breen, puts it up, no good. Tries to get her shot back. It'll go the other way now for St. Bonaventure. So good hustle there from Kira Dandridge to get to that one and gain an extra possession here for the Bonnies. Lacine has it far side, 2:40 remaining. Venerte up top. Hands off to Caitlin Parker. Parker cross-court to Dandridge in the corner. Now Lacine back up top, 15 to shoot. Venerte up top. Driving right in the post. Venerte bounce past Dandridge. Dandridge reverse layup up. No good. Rebounded by Mayo. Mayo drives end to end. Kicks it out to Breen. Breen floater up and good. Sam Breen finally gets into double figures. It's 72-47 UMass with 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lacine has it to Lopes in the post. Now Lacine on the far side. Now back to Lopes from the elbow. Jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Sam Breen. Now the Minute Women are just going to slow things down completely. They are going to call timeout here to get some subs in. So 1:46 remaining. UMass leads 72-47. We will stay here. So with this loss, St. Bonaventure will fall to 3-13 on the season, 0-1 in conference play. After today's game, they will return home for a 2-game homestand between George Mason and George Washington, so the two D.C. area teams. And about to return to action here. Layla Fair inbounding on the far side to Alexia Brooks. Brooks over to Taylor. Taylor on this near side, pick coming from Nagala Kalandi, and she uses it. Layup up, no good. Rebounded by Nagala Kalande. Her layup is up, no good, but a foul is called. So Angelique Nagala Kalande will go to the line here for a pair of free throws. She's at 9 points right now for the Minute Women. Her first is up and good. Nagala Kalande, a 68% free throw shooter here on the season. Her second is up and good as well. So 2 quick free throws for Nagala Kalande. Put UMass up 74-47 with 1:33 remaining. And Brianna Ware now into this game for St. Bonaventure. Have not seen her at all today. Ware to Venerte up top. Venerte Flips it back to Ware. Ware driving right. Ware layup up and good. Brianna Ware comes right into the game and scores her first point. It's 74-49 here with 1:10 remaining. And UMass has it now. Driving to the hoop is Lily Ferguson. Her layup is up, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Parker. Ware now on the near side. Back up top to Caitlin Parker. Thinks about a three. Drives instead. Layup up, no good. Rebounded by Kuleza. 46 seconds remaining. Kuleza over to Brooks. Brooks in the corner. Back to Kuleza. Up to Fair. Back to Kuleza. Now Brooks far side. Guarded by Venerte. Kuleza now in the corner. 10 seconds to shoot. Lily Ferguson on the near side. Back to Brooks. Brooks, 5 seconds to shoot. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. She drives. Puts up a wild layup. No good. And it did not draw any rims. It'll be a shot clock violation here. 19 points remaining. And just looking at the stat sheet here, we have quite the feat here from Atlantic 10 Player of the Year, Sam Breen. She has a triple-double, 11 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. That is just incredible and unheard of at the college level. But congrats to Sam Breen and St. Bonaventure. They are running out of time here. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Venerte has it. She puts up a wild layup. It goes. So 74-51 St. Bonaventure inbound. Taken away by Brianna Ware, but that will do it. So UMass wins 74-51. Bonaventure was within 6 late in the third quarter, but UMass outscored the Bonnies 22-13 in the fourth quarter to pull away for the victory. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have a 5-minute post-game show, and then we will wrap things up here from the Mullins Center. UMass wins 74-51 in the A10 opener. We'll be back here on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. Back here at the Mullins Center, St. Bonaventure falls to UMass 74-51 in the A10 opener. The Bonnies were within 6 points. They had only trailed. They had trailed 44-38 after Claire Cody hit 3 3-pointers and a 3-point play. But it was all UMass afterward. They went on a huge scoring run to win 74-51 here. And start A10 play off with a victory. Let's look at some individual stats and then some team stats before wrapping things up here from the Mullins Center. Starting with St. Bonaventure, Claire Cody led the way with 12 points. She went 4 of 4 from the field and 3 of 3 from downtown and connected on her only free throw. Also had a steal and a block. Yaya Lopes had 11 points off of 4 of 12 shooting. She was 0 for 4 from downtown, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Nadeshka Lassine had 9 points off of 3 of 9 shooting. She made 1 of her 4 3-pointers, hit 2 of her 4 free throws, pulled in 5 rebounds, and had 7 assists, a team high. Tiana Johnson had 7 points in her return. She is 3 of 9 from the field with 1 of her 2 3-pointers falling. She had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Nikki Oppenheimer had 5 points off of 2 for 9 shooting. She was 1 of 8 from downtown and had 1 rebound. Taylor Napper had 3 points for St. Bonaventure. She was 1 of 3 and 1 of 2 from deep. She had 3 rebounds. Flo Venerte hit 1 of her 2 shots, had 1 rebound. And last but not least, Brianna Ware was 1 of 1 from the field, had 1 assist, and scored 2 total points. Leading Massachusetts was Sydney Taylor. She was 6 of 16 from the field and 3 of 10 from downtown for 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Sam Breen had an 11 point, 14 rebound, 11 assist, triple-double in 35 minutes. She went 5 of 13 from the field and went 1 of 3 from downtown. Destiny Faloxi had 11 points off of 4 of 9 shooting. She made 3 of her 5 3-pointers, pulled in 6 rebounds, and had 3 assists. And Bernia Mayo had 11 points off of 5 of 11 shooting, 0 for 4 from deep, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. McKenna White had 13 points off the bench. She was 5 of 7 from the field and was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. She also had 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Angelique Nagala-Kalande had 9 points off of 3 of 7 shooting. She was 3 of 4 for the free throw line and had 7 rebounds. And last but not least, Layla Fair had 1 point after splitting a pair of free throws. She also went 0 for 2 from the field. Now looking at some of these team stats, St. Bonaventure shot the ball 35% from the field compared to UMass's 40%. Both teams shot 7 of 25 from downtown, so that's 28%. Bonnie's made 6 of their 9 free throws compared to UMass's 9 of 12. UMass out-rebounded the Bonnies 46 to 33 and 13 to 4 on the offensive category. UMass led by as many as 27. St. Bonaventure led by as many as 3. The Minutewomen had 22 assists to the Bonnies 13, 12 turnovers to the Bonnies 18, 16 bench points to the Bonnies 23. Each side had 16 fast break points. The Minutewomen had 23 points off turnovers and 38 points in the paint compared to 10 each for St. Bonaventure. So that will do it for the Bonnies. They fall to 3-13 on the season. UMass improves to 11-3. And St. Bonaventure now, they will be off until Thursday when they host George Mason in the home opener. That game will be scheduled for 6 p.m. here on WSBU 88.3 FM The Buzz. Live coverage will begin at 5:45 with Tom Sipe on the call. Please stay tuned to our social medias if the game will be streaming or if the game will be broadcasted live on the radio due to maintenance up in the station. These last couple games have been here on the stream. We hope to be back on the radio on Thursday. For UMass, they will be back in action on January 4th when they host Rhode Island, and then they will go to Loyola Chicago next weekend. So that'll do it here. Once again, the final from the Mullins Center, 74-51 UMass. Claire Cody leads the Mines with 12. Sydney Taylor leads the Minutewomen with 16. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you here on Thursday for the 6 p.m. game against George Mason. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you then. Take care, everybody.